Here's what you should know about your local housing market in this week's Market Update. So the changes in the market that we've seen the past few weeks appear to have possibly reversed course. For probably most of September, we saw a reduction in bidding wars. We saw a lot of houses that were only getting one offer, maybe a few offers, but not a ton of offers, not these crazy bidding wars. From what I saw this past week, I don't know if it was a blip or if it was, or if what we had seen the past month was more of an outlier. But it seems as though I'm seeing a lot more bidding wars again. I'm seeing a lot of competition, and what I've seen from my perspective on the deals I've been working on is more cash coming into play. For the past few years, a lot of the national headlines were talking about home buyers with mortgages getting beat out by cash, and I really wasn't seeing that. But I had two instances this past week where sellers took a lower offer amount in favor of cash over a mortgage. So if you are purchasing with a mortgage, I am feeling more inclined than before to make an effort to ensure that your offer dollar amount is going to be significantly greater enough than the competition to counteract the appeal of cash, because some of the buyers lately seem to be more in favor of cash and willing to take less as long as the prices are close enough. They're willing to like a little bit of a haircut, but at a certain point, the money will speak to them and they'll be open to the mortgage. So it's definitely something to consider if you're purchasing with a mortgage. But I'm curious to see the stats as we move forward through October. But I think we're going to see, that competition amongst buyers really, really come back. So let's get into the stats this past week. This past week, we saw only 6 homes come on the market in Morristown and Morris Township. 3 of those homes were in town, and 3 of those were in township. 3 of those were single-family houses, and 3 of those were condos or townhouses. Average list price of these homes was $842,000. Total inventory has taken a dip this past week. We are down to 50 homes actively on the market. So once again, that may be, that typically goes hand in hand with the bidding wars and the competition as we see that number dip down to and below 50. Sold homes. This past week, we saw 8 homes sell. Average list price of these homes was $1,054,000. Average sale price of these homes was $1,056,000. So this past week, we saw homes sell just slightly above list price. Keep in mind, however, that as sold homes, that indicates homes that likely went under contract a month or two ago. So that really is in line with what we were speaking about the past few weeks. However, I'm expecting, based on what I'm seeing this past 2 weeks, to see that reverse course, and I'm anticipating, maybe not necessarily next week, but in a few weeks from now, to start seeing that number significantly over list price yet again. Under contract, we saw 9 homes go under contract this past week. Average list price of these homes was $843,000, and the median days on market for these homes was 21 days. So it'll be interesting to see what the stats are in the next few weeks. But like I said, the competition seems to have been heating up again. Some of these houses were ones that I absolutely anticipated would be houses that would get a crazy competition, but some of them were ones that I didn't think would be super competitive and sold for prices that I quite frankly was surprised at. So if you're in the market to buy, certainly be prepared ahead of time. Make sure you understand your contingencies and any modifications you'll be making for them. Make sure you have your pre-approval, and highly recommended. Most of the better mortgage companies out there will they have different names for them. They will basically put you through underwriting first, makes your pre-approval more powerful, and it makes the process of applying for your mortgage much easier once you are under contract. That process happens quicker because most of the legwork has been out of the way. So as we start to approach the holiday season, I'm not quite sure what we're going to see. Typically, we start to see as we get to the end of October or middle of November a little bit of a slowdown, but not as much. It's looking like. So thanks for checking in. I hope you enjoy your fabulous weekend, and I'll catch you again soon.